MMAfighting.com, and I am joined by Rhys McKee, who's going to headline Cage Warriors 110 in Cork this weekend. Rhys, how does it feel? This is a big, big milestone in your career. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, Cage Warriors coming back to Ireland. It's an honour for me to be that main event. It was something I asked for as soon as the event was released. I said I want to be the guy, and here we are on fight week, so I'm ready to go. It's
your welterweight debut, and it's something that we've been talking about for a long time. I think we nearly pressured you into it in the end. You kept on saying, so big at lightweight. You're coming into this at welterweight for the first time, and you've got a hell of an opponent there in Hakan Foss. I feel like when I think about the matchup, I'm like, this is the perfect way for him to introduce himself to the weight divisions, because it's two lads who love standing in the pocket and are known for their knockout power. Like, I mean, is that an ideal opponent in that sense for you?
Yeah, it's a super fun fight. It's a fight that I'm excited for. I used to watch Hakan Foss's fights. We shared cards together. He's someone I respect his style and respect him as an opponent. But on the 9th of November, we're going to go in there and have absolute fireworks. And I believe it's going to be an amazing fight with me leaving the victor. Absolutely.
Your knockout power, right? Like, I mean, I know how technical you are. I've seen you knock out the best guys in the game, really. Like, even Joy Herbert, who we'll talk about later, recently got that lightweight title. I remember that fight where you put him away. But I mean, I guess some people will say, like, oh, well, Rhys was so big at lightweight. Like, was it his size, or is it his power? Like, I mean, can you see this power translating at welterweight?
To be honest, I can see it coming out more. Before I've been restricting myself so much. Yeah, I've been restricting myself in the lead up so much. How can it not become more now? So I'm super excited to back that claim up, and that'll all start on the 9th of November. I need to put this guy to sleep and make a real spectacle and prove that the power does carry and more.
I was just speaking to one of your teammates who drove up to Dublin with you for today, down even, but he was saying that your strength is actually gone ridiculous, and we've heard the same thing about Darren Till, since basically he just kind of said in his mind, I'm going with the middleweight now, and his body just went whack, put on all this good weight. And he's told me that you recently run a rowing machine, and he said he thinks whatever test you did, he said, I think he was in the top 15 in the UK for what you did on that rowing machine. That's ridiculous. Is that true?
I think it might be partially true. Yeah, there's a way you can log your results, and I think it proves pretty high. Like, so, the strengths went through the roof. I'm 24. I'm still growing. So whenever now that I'm eating the calories to grow and the calories to recover, and my body's just said, you know what, I love this, and it's been fantastic. This is the best fight prep I've had. As cliche as it sounds, I'll say it, but this is really the best version of Rhys that we're going to see.
When I think about this, the southern fighters, they kind of had their moment. The last time Cage Warriors was putting on so many shows in Ireland around this place, but I feel as though it's time for the North now. I feel like you and Joe McColgan, of course, some great southern fighters on the card as well, but I feel like it's really prime for you guys, right? There's so many of you guys now. Even Paul Hughes is trying to get on the card, who a lot of people are excited about. Do you feel like this is the North is rising, so to speak?
Yeah, I feel this is our time, and with this great event coming up, we can drag it back to Belfast, and that'll really be the pinnacle for Northern Irish martial arts, so to speak. But it's a big night for us, and I think that's something that we all realise, and we're taking it very serious, and that's why it's going to be such an amazing night.
You are kind of the front runner now, right? Like, for a long time, I can remember we'd be looking at Norman Park, and you're like nearly his apprentice on the way up. Not to rob Alan Philpott's nickname there. I'm very sorry, but this feels like you're the front runner of Northern Ireland now with Cage Warriors. How does that feel? Do you even think about that stuff, or is it just kind of adding pressure to the situation to think about yourself like that?
Listen, I have the highest pressure on myself, and I want to be the guy. I want to be the guy waving the flag and the front runner, and I absolutely believe I am, and that's something I love, I relish, and I believe I shine under the brighter lights every time. So the more pressure, the better. The more hype, the better. Keep it coming, because I have that pressure and hype in myself, and if I don't back up to my own, how can I back up to anyone else? So I love it. The more, the better.
It feels like to me that you're the next guy that's going to go to the UFC from this island, north or south. I feel like you're the guy that, and I feel like most media members are talking about it like that. Like, do you feel as though you are that guy? Do you feel as though that's where you're going to be the next one from North or Southern Ireland to sign on the dotted line for the UFC?
Absolutely. I believe if I didn't have this hand injury in the earlier the year, I'd already be there. That's how confident I am. But it gave me the help to get over the fence. I've changed weights, and now I believe this is the real resurgence, and this is the real run now for the UFC. I believe 2 good performances, maybe 3, and I'm 100% there. Can't see where else I'd be. I believe I'll do everything I need to do with these next 2 or 3 wins.
So yeah, like I mean, Foss is obviously a known quantity with Cage Warriors. The style of fight that he brings, as I said earlier, is very exciting, as is yours. Both known for your knockout ability. If this goes according to plan and you get your hand raised here, what do you see as the next move? As you say, it's like a 2 or 3 fights you expect it to be. What's next if everything goes according to plan in Cork?
Yeah, well, I always want the title fight next, but I believe it'll be a number 1 contender fight with someone else who is up there, and then it'll be a title fight, and then it'll be off. If not, before that, we've seen Craig White get signed before he even had the belt, so I wouldn't even rule out getting this win in the way I plan to, and getting a shot for March in the UFC. Who knows? Like, nobody knows what's next, but I'm ready for anything.
But does the title mean something to you for Cage Warriors? Because as we know, it's always the golden ticket, right? You get that belt wrapped around your waist, suddenly you're top of every prospects list around the world. People are like, this guy's going to go, this guy's going to go. And when you think about the legacy Irish fighters have with that belt, like that means a lot to fans as well. So, I mean, is that the perfect situation for you? You have the belt and then you go, or do you not mind what way it comes?
That's a good question. Listen, if the UFC said, we can take your and fight for the belt next, I would probably jump and go to the UFC. As much as everybody likes shiny things, yeah, the UFC is where I want to get to, and that is the goal. But if it's the belt first, it's the belt first. If not, it's not, and I'll deal with whatever it comes.
Who do you see as the top guy at welterweight now? Because Dalby obviously went and he got signed and he had that fantastic re-debut win with the UFC. I mean, who do you see as the front runner now? Would you just arriving in the division? Is it Ross Houston?
Yeah, Ross Houston, he's obviously the champion now, so he has to be the front runner. I believe I'm there too. Yeah, I can't class Alex Lahore as that guy. He turned the fight down with me, said I wasn't on his level, and now he's running about putting tweets up left, right and centre about no one fights him. I offered him. They struggled to find a fight for this, so I believe I'm the second guy there. Adam Proctor's fantastic too. There's a couple of good guys, but yeah, but I believe I'm the guy, and it's up to me to back that up, and it's something I look forward to.
We don't usually see you in these kind of trash talking situations, but the Lahore situation is one that, you know, has got a lot of traction with fans. People are talking about it. If that was to come together for the next fight, would you be happy enough with that? Like, because you're so you don't seem like such a volatile guy. Like, you never. I can remember John Redmond for your professional debut. There was a bit of fire there, but ever since then, it's been pretty. You know, you haven't really got in people's face and stuff. And I think that could attract an even bigger crowd, right? That kind of volatility. So is that something that interests you? I know you look for the fight already. Do you think if you go out there and you do to Hack and Foss what you expect to do, suddenly Alex is going to be like, actually, I do kind of want this fight, you know?
Yeah, he'll be asking me for the fight. I've never turned a fight down yet, and it'll be no different. But I don't think he wants that fight. He could have had it. You know, he said he didn't want to fight someone that hasn't fought at the weight. He fought Tim Barnett, went on Tim's second fight there, so that's a bit of a lie, and everybody can see it. You know, he blocked me on Twitter, he blocked me on whatever, which is ridiculous. But it's not. You know what? It's not beef for me. It's all a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh. I don't get too worked up. I never think of Alex Lahore before I go to sleep or anything. So, listen, Alex can ask me for the fight, and maybe he'll get it.
I would mention that Joy Herbert fight. I can't remember what year it was in. Obviously in Bama. Was it for the Lonsdale belt at the time? And you got that knockout. And you know, obviously Joy's gone and he's won the lightweight title and he's defended it now for the first time. He looked fantastic doing so. Are you happy to see that? Like when you see a guy that you've taken on before, you're the only loss on his record, right? You're the only person to have defeated him. Do you get happy to see other guys like that kind of rising, even though you did have a kind of a rivalry with the guy in the past?
Listen, absolutely. I'm so happy for Jai. I messaged him before and after, wishing him all the best and wishing him or telling him well done. I want everybody to do well. You know, I'm not one of these guys you'll see, you know, after he wins, like, oh, flip, that should be me. I'm not a better guy. Everybody's on their own journey, including me, including Jai. So I hope Jai goes on to UFC next, and I'll be after him. So everybody's on their own journey, and too many people are better and not wanting people to do well. You know, it doesn't affect me if Jai gets signed or doesn't get signed. I'll just keep doing my thing.
I just, you know, that fight, okay, the thing for media members, that when you bet Joy that night, it was incredible. Just the performance by itself was incredible, and then having known that you lost your father just weeks before that event made it even more incredible, you know, and getting even goosebumps thinking about it, to be honest. I'm not joking. But I guess, like, what would it mean for your dad to see you here headlining Cage Warriors, being in that, like, basically primed as the next guy from Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland to sign for the UFC? I'm sure he'd be very proud of you, right?
Yeah, you know, it makes me smile every time I think about it. And listen, it's an absolute motivator for me. It's motivation every day. You know, it's a bittersweet one too. You know, maybe he hasn't maybe got to see it, but I believe he's watching, and he'd be so proud. And he's here in spirit, absolutely. And that's why I'll continue my rise to the top and do so.
Well, he absolutely should be proud. Thanks so much, Reese, man. Great to speak to you again.
Thank you.